So hello everybody, welcome back to the Formulalympics 1984 season, and we are here for round 5 of 16 and we return to France. However, we're not back at Paul Ricard, we are at Magny-Cours. So, will this different track in France be more action-packed than what we saw at Paul Ricard back in the 1952 season? Well, with both the F1 and F2 cars in this weekend, let's jump right in with pre-qualifying to find out. And so here we are for the first group of pre-qualifying. As you can see, we're going to find out which two people from this group will fail to qualify. It's Mauricio De Narvaez, very quick to get out of the pits to set the benchmark for everyone else to try and beat. Going pretty slowly out of the pits, but at least he's on the track and hasn't crashed, so I guess he just needs to slow down for the first corner, as it's probably a bit steep for some of the drivers. But hey ho, at least they're on the track safely. As we've got a couple of drivers coming out of the pits already. Who are those behind? We've got Thackwall, we've got Michele Alboreto, Ayrton Senna, Sarvan de Berry, Schechter Meta, and Kostas coming out of the pits. Of course, a few things to note is we have a couple of drivers making their debuts. Keith Newrup from Canada has replaced Peter Lockhart, which has not worked out for the Canadian team. Neville Critchin, representing New Zealand, will also be making his debut this weekend. Other thing to note, Jackie Heck, despite what happened in the first round that got him suspended, has been brought back from the Belgian team, as the Belgian team have released statements saying that they were hesitant to bring him back, but they've decided with Liebert, then Driver and Reger have not been able to qualify their car, like how Thierry Boutsen has been able to qualify in every race. They've decided that they felt like they were left with no choice but to bring X back, while the Driver and Liebert do represent the Belgian F2 team at the moment. As you see, we've got one of the Spanish drivers, wrong camera, Jesus Parilla. Of course, Spain are currently in the danger zone to be eliminated after round 8, because they're the only team that have failed to qualify at least once. In fact, they've been recorded as double not pre-qualifying in 2 races. No one else has been marked as double pre-qualified. So Parilla and Romero have really got to come up with something special with this round and the next 3 rounds if they want to make it past round 8, because right now they're in serious danger of being eliminated midway through the season. And of course, after round 10, the next lowest place team will go. After round 12, the next 2 teams will go, hence we will end up with the final 20. As you see, Mike Thackwell from New Zealand has posted fast time so far, in fact out qualifying Michele Alboreto at the moment. As I said, Sarah van der Berry goes into first ahead of Ari Lundik. Now Schechter Meta from Team Kenya now goes into first. Okay, so De Narvaez was first up, but currently the slowest Kostas lost in the top 4 for Greece. And what about Neville Critchin? What's he going to do here? Into 9th, so pushes De Narvaez into the danger zone. So currently we've got Jesus Parilla just barely above the threshold at the moment. So maybe Parilla might get into group qualifying for the Spanish team. Jensen 7th, Kostas lost 6th from Greece. Greece has failed to qualify for a race. Ari Lundik 5th from Netherlands, Alboreto 4th for Italy, Elad Angel is 3rd also for Italy, Sarah van der Berry for South Africa. Schechter Meta currently the fastest in this group at the moment. We'll go on board with De Narvaez, since he is in the danger, so he's half a second slower than 10th place, which is currently held by Jesus Parilla. 3.4 seconds down. Okay, I think it's fair to say De Narvaez is not going to improve his time. He's not going to improve his time at all, let alone improve his position. So he is going to remain in the bottom 2 at the moment. 121.2, slower than Fackel's best time of 120.5. Denarvis goes into the pit, so he's had enough, so he's accepted he's not going to pre-qualify, so we know Mauricio Denarvis is out of going through to group qualifying. The question is, will it be Fackel or Parigi that goes out? Like Fackel in sector 2, it's very slow, 2.3 seconds down. That would be enough for probably 9th. So it's going to be close between Fackel and Parigi, I think. 119.2 is the time to beat, and Mike Fackel, he is going to improve his time, but he does not improve, doesn't do enough to get into the top 10, so that means Fackel and Denarvis go out. Okay, so Parigi has got through to group qualifying for the 2nd time this season, because, well, in the past 4 races, 3 of them he failed to pre-qualify, so fair play to Parigi that he managed to get through to group qualifying. But the question is, can he actually qualify for the Spanish team? So here we go. Scheckter Meta, the only driver under 117, wins the first pre-qualifying group. Los Angeles finishes 2nd with Van der Merwe in 3rd. Then Alboreto, Lundek, Loth, Berger, Jensen, the debutant of Neville Kritchen, and Jesus Parigi. So we will see all 10 of these into the group qualifying as we say goodbye to Mike Fackel and Denarvis, who will not be going through to group qualifying. So with that out of the way, it's time to move on to the 2nd pre-qualifying group. So here we are for the 2nd pre-qualifying group. Pre-qualifying group. Sorry. And the question is, which 2 drivers from the 2nd group will we fail to see go through to group qualifying? As we wait to see who will go out first to try and set the benchmark for everyone else to try and beat. And here comes Leroy to finish his out lap to make it through to his flying lap. And what's the time going to be? 146.1 is the flying lap, but it doesn't matter. And here comes his teammate Ricciardi coming out of the pit lane. We'll look out for the debutant of Keith Nierop, see if he can make it into a group qualifying. Oh, that was George Moshes. He just went past, I believe that was the Greek driver of Moshes. And the benchmark time is going to be a 119.0. That's going to be an interesting time for everyone else to try and beat. Question is, who will be able to beat that time, and where will Leroy end up at the end of this? Leroy 2/10 up already in the first sector. Niki Lauda has broken the time, 117.9. That's a really quick time from the Austrian. Of course, Austria have dipped in form quite considerably in the last couple of races. Jan Lammers, the man who was set to lead the Drivers' Championship after PK failed to qualify in the last round, ended up finishing 20th and thus ending up in pre-qualifying, as well as dropping down to 3rd in the championship standings, 12 points behind the leaders of Ayrton Senna. Jacques Villeneuve is 3rd at the moment. In fact, as I said, Roberto Guerrero from Colombia, clearly upset that his teammate Denarvis didn't pre-qualify, is pushing hard. He's currently sitting in 3rd place at the moment for Colombia. I believe, if I'm right in saying this, yes, he has failed to pre-qualify in 3 of the 4 races. The only race he's not failed to pre-qualify is the last round at Brazil. So Moshes has really not done that well this season. He's had a pretty anomalous season, especially since he's just not he's only pre-qualified once, which is really not good. Then again, Greece have not qualified for a race today. They're in danger of being eliminated or failing to make the final 20. Of course, just to make sure everyone knows, by the end of round 12, we will have the top 20 drivers will be top 20 teams will remain, or translated as 40 drivers. So we will lose 4 teams, 1 from round 8, 1 from round 10, and 2 from round 12. Here comes George Moshes to come across the line. Well, he's not going to improve his time at all. He is going to finish his lap though, so very sporting anyway. He improves his time of 0.04 of a second slower. It doesn't get much closer than that between these two. Keith Neer up on the meantime, going through sector 2. He he's got 50 seconds left on the clock. So this might be his last lap. He might just barely have enough time to cross the line to do one more. So 35 seconds to do it. No, actually, no. I think that's good. Sorry, I think it's going to be too much of a stretch for New Europe to try and get try and cross the line at that time. But here we go. What is New Europe's time going to be? Sector 2. He is not going to be improving his time at all. He's really struggling. Now again, it is his debut, so of course when you make your debut, well, you're going to feel a lot of pressure, especially when it's a fight to not fail to pre-qualify. And Nero's across the line. He's just going to miss out on... Oh, did he miss out on making it through? Oh, I think that's going to be quite close. Maybe New Europe might just barely have enough time to go again? Possibly. I'm not sure, but we'll find out by the end. But we'll stay focused on New Europe for the time being. If it fades to black before he finishes that, then we know that, okay, then he did cross the line after the time had elapsed. Okay, New Europe, Sector 1, he's going to be 1.8 seconds slower already. So he's already on the back foot. He's going to beat Jose Moreno's time. I believe this might be the first time Spain have both drivers going through into group qualifying. Let me just check that real quick. Find the Spanish team. Yes, this is the first time we'll see. This will be the first time we'll see both Spanish drivers make it through into group qualifying together, because either they both didn't pre-qualify or only one pre-qualified and the other one didn't. So Spain definitely upping their game a little bit here, but it might be down to just some of the other drivers off form on this track. But who knows? But here comes New Europe to finish the line. He is not going to improve his time at all, but he's going to the pits now to abandon the lap. And that is it. That is it. Okay, so looking at the score, looking at the time, Niki Lauda wins this group with Jan Lammers in second, Roberto Guerrero third, with Jacques Villeneuve fourth, George Fauchy fifth, Jens Winter sixth, Vic Preston seventh, both Argentines eighth and ninth, with Jose Romero the final driver to qualify in 10th, which means we must say goodbye to George Moses from Greece and the debutant of Keys in Europe. So with that out of the way, you might be wanting to see the group qualifying session for F1, but first we need to go down to F2 to do their qualifying. So here we are for the F2 qualifying session. Let's see who is going to get pole position and 3 bonus points going their way. As we see someone coming out of the pits already to set the benchmark. That's Desiree Wilson, though this would be nice if the game would let us focus on him. Okay, there we go. So the South African coming out of the pits first. Of course, one thing to note in this race is we have 2 drivers making their debuts in F2. Vern Chopin, after being dropped by Neil Krang, has been brought into F2 as the Australian team believe that Vern Chopin can show his best form in F2 that he wasn't able to show in F1. And Timo Salonen has been brought in to replace Marco Allen, who replaced Hanna Mikola in F1, as the Finnish team say that Timo Salonen has got a chance to impress the team to maybe become a future F1 driver in the next Formulalympics in 1988. We'll see what both Salonen and Chopin can do here. As I'm looking at them, actually there's something going on the map. We see something's happened in the pit lane, it looks like. Okay, let's get a replay to figure out what is going on here. Okay, something's happened in the pit lane. Let's try and see what's going on here. Can't really see what's happening at the moment, but there is something. Okay, I see the promise. Sakamoto's crashed in the pits. I'm not sure how this has happened. Oh my, what on earth? Okay. Let's play. I think there's a... Okay, I'm going to restart the session. Let's see... Okay, so relative who's going to first is Bobby Rahal. I'm looking at the map. Okay, I think. Okay, so I think it's good that we've done that. Well, that was really weird that the car just spawned in the stand. So I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so like I said, Varun Chopin and Sala making their debuts here. Chopin replacing Neil Crane's seat because Neil Crane replaced him in the last round, and Teo Salonen replacing Marco Allen, who in turn replaced Mikola in F1. That's basically all you need to know. Let's just hopefully see if we can get another drama-free session here. This time's going to be 1:24.2. Okay, so we're okay. So Sakamoto isn't going to be able to make a qualifying time. So what use I usually F1 cars as to test the tracks out, and the F1s came out fine. That's probably only because there wasn't many cars that appears on the track at one time. Well, F2 it does. So I think so. Sakamoto isn't exactly getting a fair shot at this, as he's clearly there's clearly a bug in this track. So I'll try to figure out what I'm going to do with Sakamoto to make up for it. He will get pole position in the reverse race, so that'll be like normal. Okay, Sakamoto's upside down now. Okay, maybe Sakamoto can come out of this thing. That's the case, but if he doesn't set a time, he'll get pole position in the reverse race, and I'll see what I'm going to do with him in the main race to compensate for it. So, okay, so in the meantime, Rahal leads. Varun Chopin is second at the moment, so Varun Chopin doing really well in his first race in down to F2. Salonen is 15th, the other debutant, so Salonen not doing too badly at the moment, while his teammate Vatanen is 11th. Jonathan Palmer is 3rd, Thompson Eva 4th, Jacques Lafitte, the championship leader, 5th, Derek Bell is 6th, Bernard Driver 7th, Ricard Patrese is 8th, Firestone 9th, and Hans Jokenstuck rounding off your top 10. And in fact, we've got a driver that's gone off the track as well. Oh, sorry, bumped the microphone. Okay, we've got a crash. Let's see if we can find who it is. Pause. Who went off? Okay, Bjorn Wallergaard's gone off. Let's see what happened to him. Okay, let's see what happened to the Swedish driver. He's currently, well, it says he's 16th, but that's accurate. Okay, so they're coming together between him and someone else. Who is that? Who do they have a coming together with? Okay, so that's Patrick Tomby right behind. So Tomby made the move and something went wrong. Is the Tomby going to the inside, coming to the right hander? Slight contact, and yeah, Wallergaard just lost it there. Slight bit of touch, and that sent Wallergaard off the road. Okay, so Wallergaard. Yeah, that's his card there. Where is Wallergaard in the moment? Okay, Wallergaard don't think. Okay, Wallergaard hasn't set a time. Derek Belson improves time in 5th, but got both American drivers in the top 5. Varun Chopin is currently 2nd, and his teammate Firestone is currently sitting in 10th. As I said, Jonathan Palmer from Britain goes into 2nd place now. Jacques Lafitte coming to the pits as well. Okay. Vatanen improving his position going into 7th. His teammate Salonen is dropped down to 19th position. So 2 drivers haven't set a time. Those are Wallergaard and of course Sakamoto. And we got Jochen Mass in 6th position now. With Jean-Paul Liebert improving his position in 13th and his return to F2. We'll see what Wallergaard does here. He is 4 seconds slower, so that's probably going to be good enough for maybe 16th, which is where his teammate is at the moment, with 128.1. Yeah, Wallergaard is absolutely struggling here, going across the line. What's his time? 129.8, that's only good enough for 21st for the most. Wallguard is really off the pace here. So we only got a couple of minutes left of the session to go. Okay, and Rahul, oh, big nudge there on Heinrich, but at least he's through at least. Actually, will it go through safely going to the right-hander? And no, we got a big spin. Rahul's off the road. Okay, so Rahul's off the track, and I think that's going to be the end of his session here. Okay, a tough spot. Well, the price tough spot he was in there, but with less than a minute to go, the question is, will anyone be able to beat Rahul and get the 3 points off him? Palmer's in the pit, so he's calling it a day. Jochen Mass in third for West Germany at the moment, beating Ivan Chopin, who might not get any bonus points here. Teal Fabi goes into 6th place now, ahead just behind Derek Bell. He's ahead of Ricard Patrese. Oh, Patrese nudging one of the Canadian drivers. That'll be Heinrich as well. Yes, it is Heinrich. Okay, things getting a little bit argy-bargy there. Yeah, coming through the line. 15 seconds left on the clock. The question is, who? Are we gonna have any last minute dramas? Stephen Wilson, the last driver to finish, goes across the line. And here is your result. So qualifying, Rahul gets the 3 points, Palmer second, and Jochen Mass third. Vern Chopin's debut 4th, while Sullivan also in his debut 19th position. Sakamo will start at the front because he didn't set time because of what happened. And I think we'll put Sakamoto at the front for the main race well, because I don't think it'll be fair to put Sakamoto at the back just because he wasn't able to qualify. So I think Sakamoto actually, I'll think what I'm going to do with Sakamoto but when we get to the actual race. But right now, let's just go to the group qualifying and then we'll figure it out after that. So here we are for the qualifying session around Magny-Cours. This is our first group of cars. So we're going to see which 11 from this group will be making it to the race. So the question is, who is going to will anyone from this group get pole position overall? Who will get the fastest time in this group? So we're on board with Roberto Guerrero, who's the first driver to come out. Let's see what the Colombian can do if he's got one of the Spanish drivers coming up behind him. Of course, Colombia will be a bit worried that his teammate Mauricio De Narvaez has failed to pre-qualify for the first time this season. They'll be worried because they'll be wondering if the Colombian of Guerrero will be able to qualify for this race. And Roberto Guerrero has only qualified 2 out of 4 races. He qualified the second and third race, but the first and the previous race, no, he has failed to qualify. But let's see what's going to happen here. I think we may have an issue. We're looking at the map. I was wondering if I pitched in the pit stop now. It looks like there's nothing wrong. But anyway, staying on board with the Colombian as he is heading down the second sector of this track, as we've got most of the drivers in this first group that's come out onto the track. So we go on board with Roberto Guerrero's car as 4 drivers coming out of the pits, as he's coming down to the final couple of corners to start his flying lap of this race. It doesn't look like we have the glitch we've had in this F2. 1:5.4 is his outlap time. There we go. There's Neville Critchin, the man on his debut for New Zealand. Is he going to hold up the Colombian? Yes. Completely slowed him down. That's going to cost the Colombian some time. As we've got the Spanish driver, I believe those Romero is behind him, that is chasing him at the moment. Everyone's on the track now, and 29.1 seconds is his time from sector 1. Let's see how well he can do to the benchmark for everyone else to try and beat. Coming down to sector 2, everything seems fine at the moment. Don't see any drama on the track yet, which is good, because we don't want too much drama. Well, some drama's good, but don't want too much of it to turn the race into a farce. And here we go, coming down sector 2, and this time is 1 minute and 7.7. Let's see what happens here. He's got the last couple of corners to go. Can he set a good time for everyone else to try and beat? And let's see, the benchmark time is a 1:22.3. Seems like a good time, but we'll see if the club can do better. Let's got the drives coming across the line. Stefan Johansson from Sweden goes fast, even faster, 1:19.8. He is right behind Jose Romero, who is currently slowest at the moment. I say that. Nigel Mansell is dropped in 4th place at the moment. As we got time starting to come in, Jens Windsor from Denmark goes faster. And now Mario Andretti even faster, 1:13.2. As we got Neil Krang currently sitting third at the moment, the man who was started in F2 who's got promoted to F1, and he's doing pretty well at the moment. Blomqvist second, Shekhar Mehta third for Kenya. And we've got Manfred Winkelhock in 5th, just behind the other WIN of Windsor. Jorge Ricaldi 7th, Stefan Johansson 8th, Guerrero 9th, Romero 10th. And on the bubble alone is Nigel Mansell in 11th place at the moment with a 1:23.6. The Bret is going to have to up his game if he wants to try and get into the top 11. And here comes the drivers coming in the danger zone. Johansson, Guerrero, Romero, and Manson. El De Angelis into the second. He's got a lot of points to make up after failing to qualify the last 2 races. Guerrero coming into the pits in 12th place at the moment. Cheever 7th at the moment. Here comes Nigel Mansell coming to the last couple of corners. Can he improve his time? No, he's going to go into the pits at the moment. He goes into 18th place at the moment, and everyone set a time. So it's Mario Andretti first, El De Angelis second. Third is Stig Blomqvist. Shekhar Mehta 4th, Jens Windsor 5th. Manfred Winkelhock 6th, Eddie Cheever 7th. Neil Krang 8th. Jacques Villeneuve 9th for Canada. Keith Suzuki 10th for Japan. And Jorge Ricaldi, who's still yet to qualify for a race, currently in the bubble in 11th, and he's coming into the pits now. And we've got Brabham in the danger zone, Lauda, Guerrero, Boutsen, Nagasaka, Van der Merwe, Preja, Mansell, Johansson, Neville Critchell his debut, and Jose Romero all in danger of not qualifying for the race. We still got 6 minutes of the session to go, so anything can change. We're going on board with the current leader of this group, that's Mario Andretti. Courage all alone, coming down sector 2. His teammate Achieve improving his time in 6th place. Stefan Johansson improves his time also. He goes into 12th, but just missing out on the top 11. Both Nagasaka improving their time 16th and 17th at the moment, still in the danger zone. In fact, most of the drivers are coming into the pits. We'll go on board with Jeff Brabham. We're surprised he's not in a good position right now. Jeff Brabham currently 4th in the standings. He's got 2 podiums, and of course he got his first bonus point in the previous round in Lagos, so you expect him to do a little bit better. We got trouble. I think it was just Nagasaka coming out of the pits, maybe. There's Brabham chasing Nicky Lauda, who's really struggling 9 tenths down. Of course, Brabham is an entire second behind the fastest man in this group. But he's only got to be about 2 tenths faster if he wants to get into the top 11. Lauda goes into 8th, but Brabham doesn't improve. He stays in 14th. 7 Johansson's coming out. Keith Suzuki on the bubble at the moment in 11th. He is 4 tenths faster than 12th place for the moment. That's what's keeping him in the top 11, but got a bit of time to make up if he wants to ensure he gets into the race. But I think everyone is on their outlap. Team Bootham goes into 8th now. That's Krang coming out of the pits now. Okay, Suzuki's in the danger zone. Jack Villeneuve's now in the bubble. He's only 200ths of a second faster than Keith Suzuki. So time needs to be made up. We've got about 4 minutes left of the session. It's almost everybody's out on the track. I don't think everyone seems to be on their outlap at the moment apart from one person. Okay, Sig Blomqvist on their way to try and improve his time, try and improve his third place position. He's 2 tenths behind De Angelis and Andretti. There he goes, making his way around. One of the drivers coming out of the pits, that is Christian, currently at the bottom of the pack with Romero. The only 2 drivers slower than 120. I mean, Christian on his debut, it was going to be difficult for him to qualify, but you know what, he's gone out there and he's done it. Not many drivers can say the same that they've taken part in an Olympic event. Okay, everybody is out on the track. We'll focus on Suzuki, 1/10 down in the first sector, as he is on hot pursuit to try and get back into the top 11, push Jack Fields into the danger zone. Okay, looks like might not be too much drama at the end, but you never know. Anything is possible in the Olympics. As here we go, there is Suzuki coming down into the second sector. Nagasaki improves his time, still in the danger zone in 16th place. And here we go, coming down to sector 2. What's this time going to be? He's going to be considerably off the pace, that's for sure. Yeah, he's way off the pace. He's not going to improve his time, so he's not going to make it to the top 11. I think the problem is the Spaniard, I believe that's Romero, I think it's Romero, it's Parija that's slowing him and those behind him down quite a lot. So I imagine, nope, yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's going to improve their times at the moment. Let's look further down, we'll look at Jeff Bram. Still surprising to see him all the way down in 15th place at the moment, as he's heading down sector 2. He's got to try and make up half a second to try and get into the top 11, and that's Nigel Mansell going into 6th. That pushes Violet out to the top 11, and then Neil Craig's on the bubble now. But still half a second is what Jeff Brown needs to be to try and get into the top 11. And can Brown push his teammate into the danger zone? And no, he cannot. Stays in 16th place. Nagasaki for this time, he's still stuck in 17th place. So Neil Craig can count off lucky that his own teammate didn't push him out to the top 11. So Andretti still leads, Angela 2nd, Blomqvist 3rd, Meta 4th, Jens Winter from Denmark is 5th, Mansell 6th, Chiva 7th, Manfred Winkelhoff from West Germany is 8th, 9th Boutsen, 10th is Niki Lauda, Neil Craig the final driver in contention to make it to the race. The other Swedish driver Stefan Hansen improves his time, but he's still not able to get into the top 11. So definitely a few surprises who might go through to the race, and quite a few surprises of those that are going to not make it to the race. Jeff Brabham, he was 2nd in the last race and now he's struggling to qualify, which is a huge surprise. Any other surprises here? Probably Stefan Johansson. Surprised he's not going to qualify in this race. I mean, to be fair, Stefan Johansson's only qualified once, but expectations are still pretty high for him and the Swedish team. But it's just not going according to plan. Everything's going smoothly for Blomqvist, who's in 3rd, but for Johansson, it's just going horribly wrong so far this season. And this could be a sign that he might end up being dropped in the ratings at this rate. Let's hope that's not the case, as we've got 5 seconds left on the clock as the session is about to come to an end. Thierry Boutsen improves his position, goes into 7th, heavy achiever. So Suzuki's in the pit, he's out, Ricciardi's gone, Brabham is out, Guerrero is out, and Van der Merwe from South Africa is also out for sure. But the question is, who will be joining them out of competing? Shakhtar Mehta does nowhere near improve his time. He still hangs in 4th though. Wondering if anyone's actually improved their times. I actually highly doubt it. And Sheffield in sector 2, trying to be 300 per second faster, try and push Craig out of the top 11 and make it to the back end of the grid. And Niki Lauda, at the end of this, coming to the end of the session, goes fast and goes into 1st. So the Austrian putting in a last-ditch effort to try and ensure he is in the top 11. Well, he's gone fastest in this group. Only a couple of cars still yet to finish. They wait for them to come across the line. Villeneuve will be one of them. But it looks like Villeneuve is not going to improve his time, and thus we will not be seeing him compete in the race. And here comes Jacques Villeneuve going into the pits to end his session. And that is it. Okay, so let's check the final standings. So Lauda wins this group with Andretti second, El D'Angelo third, Blomqvist fourth, Meta fifth, Windsor in the press is sixth for Denmark, Nigel Mansell seventh, Thierry Boutsen eighth, Cheever ninth, Manfred Twincock 10th, and Neil Craig is the last driver of this first group to qualify for the race. So we say goodbye to Villeneuve, the two Japanese drivers, Stephanie Hansen, Ricciardi, shockingly Jeff Brabham, Roberto Guerrero, Sarah Van der Merwe, both fast drivers, and Neville Critchin, the man on his debut. So with that out of the way, it's time to check on the second group and see who will be the other 11 drivers to make it to the grids. So here we are for the reverse grid race around Magny-Cours with Sakamoto, who didn't set a time, who will be reversed based on where he is finished in this reverse grid race. So if he finishes first, he'll start from the back. With Desiree Wilson, the first driver who set a time but was the slowest, is on the front row, with your championship leader being Jacques Lafitte, starting down in 16th position. So he didn't have a particularly great qualifying for himself. And those are second place in the standings. That's Bobby Rahal, who was the fastest in qualifying, starting at the back alongside Jonathan Palmer, who is currently sitting 5th in the championship standings, with the two debutants of this group being Vern Chopin and Timo Salonen, with Salonen starting in 6th and Chopin starting 21st. So without further ado, let's get into this race and see who is going to take the reverse grid win here in France. So here we go, we focus on Sakamoto. Oh, and we are underway, and a good start from the Japanese driver, and it looks like a good start from the Canadian driver as well, starting in 3rd. As here we go into turn 1. Oh, we've got drama at the back, loads of cars off, many cars have come off the track. Okay, it looks like we've got 4 or 5 cars that are stuck back there. Yeah, we've got 5 cars. Okay, let's get a replay and figure out what has happened here. Okay, so we'll go on board with Raul, now who's starting at the back of the field. Let's see from his perspective. So we had a lot of drama in turn 1. Okay, so we got off here. Okay, we've got one of the South African drivers. We've got the driver on his return that had also gone off. We've got Gordon Hatch, George Schwartz from Canada, Heimrath, the other Canadian driver, and Shimigi went off. Okay, let's go on board with Shimigi and find out from his perspective what had happened here. So here he is starting 7th. Going to turn 1. He got tapped by Salonen. And what about Hatch? Okay, so there's a lot of breaking down going on here, but we got loads of drivers off. Okay, there's Gordon Hatch. Turn 1, went a bit wide. He lost control on his own. Now what about the driver? Okay, he's facing the wrong way to begin with, so he was also spun round. Okay, going to turn 1. Was a bit wide. Okay, he definitely was tapped from behind. Okay, that was definitely a tap from behind. Who was that tapped him? Is that Vatanen or is it Firestone? Okay, Firestone, you got stuck behind Grundle as well. And now on to Schwartz. We will get back to the action today. It's just, well, there's a lot of drivers all at the same corner. Okay, Desiree Wilson sent Schwartz wide. And last up, Heimrath. If I can find Heimrath here. The other Canadian, I think that's everybody. Okay, he just went wide and that's it, essentially. Okay, I think that's everybody finally. Don't think you really blame anyone though. I think it's just a large part of drivers. So Heimrath out of the race. So it looks like we only got 19 cars that are making it past the first corner. Okay, everyone else is retired. Yeah, everyone's off the track and out of the cars. So we've got the Formula car back into the pits. as the action continues. So Sakamoto leads, Desiree Wilson is second, Timo Salonen is third, then it is Calagrundle fourth, Bjorn Wodegaard is fifth, Vatanen sixth, Firestone seventh, Hans Jochen Stuck eighth, Patrick Tomby ninth, and Jean-Paul Liebert 10th, and now we've got Derek Bell. Okay, Derek Bell's had a massive crash. Okay, let's get a replay of Derek Bell. Find out what's happened to him. Looked like he might have. Okay, that's there in Chopin alongside him. Okay, caught the curb. Slight touch with Chopin, and off he went. So that was a big crash there. So hopefully he'll be okay. So in this way, was there contact with Chopin actually? Okay, that was after. Okay, after the mistake. Look at the okay, that's a badly damaged wing. Okay, so we've lost 6 drivers in the first lap. Here's Salonen chasing down Wilson. 1:26.6 is Sakamoto's time. Can anyone beat that time? Doesn't look like it. Those are coming across the line. Here comes Salonen though to get past Desiree Wilson. This is for second place. And he's going down, so went a little bit wide. Now he's got Wilson's going to try and defend from the 2 Swedish drivers. That's Grundle and Wollegaard to hold on to third position. You know, here comes Ari Vatanen, who's trying to get himself in the action, but here's Kalle Grundle now trying to make the move on the South African and does make his way into third position. Of course, Kalle Grundle's got a lot of work to do to try and keep up with his teammate, and here comes Vatanen trying to get past Wollegaard there for 5th. And now Patrick Tomby battling for 8th position. That is with the 7th position with Firestone. And oh my god, okay, loads of drivers off. Firestone is off, Vatanen is off, and Patrick Tomby's off. Okay, so that's a big crash there. Oh, press the wrong button. Okay, let's get a replay. Let's go with Vatanen first. It looks like okay, so Vatanen tried to make the pass on Wollegaard. I think there was contact between the two. Hit the curb. Slight tap them from behind, and off goes Vatanen. And then there is also Tomby and Firestone, who had contact, who hit each other. So Firestone, Tomby trying to get through. Yeah, they hit each other, and they both went off. Okay, so we've lost 3 more drivers. So Patrick Tomby's out, Firestone's out, and Vatanen are all out. Of course, the Belgian on his return to F2 got his work cut out. He's in trouble with Patrese. That's pushed him off there. And meanwhile, there's Bjorn Wollegaard making his way to 4th, getting past Wilson, who's about to be passed by the West German driver of Hans Jochen Stuck now. And then comes Jacques Lafitte trying to get in the action. And he's made his way to 6th place. And here we go. Going down to the hairpin. And here looks like the 2 Swedish drivers switch positions. Bjorn Wollegaard's going to get ahead Grundle. Maybe was there some team orders there, or maybe not, don't know. Look at that, Lafitte making his move, making his way into 5th place. And coming down to the chicane. Oh, slight contact there. Oh no, the championship leader's gone off. And so has Hans Jochen Stuck. I thought Lafitte might have cleared him, but no, I guess not. Okay, we're going to get a replay of this now. We're losing a lot of drivers in this race. It's proving to be quite a difficult track for the F2 drivers. Okay, slightest bit of contact, and that was enough for Lafitte to be sent to the wall. So the championship leader goes out. That opens the door for Rahul and Snever to try and get some points to close in on him. Of course, Rahul is 30 points behind the championship leader of Jacques Lafitte. Meanwhile, with Patrese, he got past Grundle to 4th. He's going to try and chase down the other Swedish driver of Cal Grundle. This is for 3rd position. There's a big gap between 2nd and 3rd. The gap being about 14 seconds between Salonen and Wollegaard. And here we're going board with Tracy. He's chasing down for 3rd place. You can see we've only got about half the drivers left in this race. Well, left in the race because the other half have retired. So this is proving to be quite a difficult track for a lot of drivers. So that hopefully in the main race things will be a bit of a different story. There's Grundle, the Swede losing position to Jean-Paul Liebert from Belgium. So Liebert is returned F2 is definitely helping out. But here comes, that looks like Jonathan Palmer trying to sneak his way into 8th after getting around Vernon Chopin for to get into 9th place. There we go, according to the chicane. Can everyone get past safely? We're going to have more drama. Ooh, I thought we were going to have more drama with Palmer there, but Palmer has to keep together and get into 8th position, so he's into a points position for himself. There's only 13 drivers left. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how many of them will go finish. But look at this, Timo Salonen has caught up with the leader Sakamoto, and here they come into the pits. What can Timo Salonen do here? Well, what about the other F2 drivers? Will they come to the pits on this lap as well? Attention man, Salonen. Looks like it's faster, but Sakamoto is still going to come out first. So, okay, so looks like Sakamoto will hold to the lead. Everyone else looks like it's coming to the pits on this lap. Who's going to come out first here? Tension mounts. Tension is mounting. Carl Grundle. Okay, he stopped. We're going to focus on Wallergard, I think. Well, let's say that Jonathan Palmer looks like he's going to come out first and go into 3rd place. And who's that going to come out behind? It's Tom Snever, and followed by Bobby Rahal. So they're going to, so this gives a chance to get some decent points themselves and to try and close in on Jacques Lafitte, who of course has retired. So Lafitte isn't going to get any points out of this race, that's for sure. Okay, so Joachim Mass 6, Chopin is first F2 race 7th and 8th for Theo Fabi. Then it's Patrese, Liebert, Grundle in 11th, Wallergard 12th, and Desiree Wilson at the back. And Tom Snever saying the fastest time at 1:25.8, so Tom Snever, really good time there from him. Will anyone be able to beat that? I don't think so, because 1:25, that's quite quick time even for F2 cars. And Theo Fabi half a second faster than Chopin it looks like, while his teammate 2 times slower than him. And look at this, looking back to the front, there is Sakamoto still under pressure from Timo Salonen. As we're on lap 9 of 12. The thing is, there's a possibility Salonen might end up taking the lead of this race based on how much he's close to the gap. He's gone for about 5 seconds down to about half a second. So Salonen already doing really well in his debut. And of course, we've only got just a couple of corners left to go after that, but I think Norimasa Sakamoto is indeed going to do enough to win this reverse grid race, get his first points of the season. Of course, even means having to start at the back of the grid, but I think that's a small price to pay. But here we go, Norimasa Sakamoto is going to just hold on to take his first win of the season. Sakamoto wins with Timo Salonen getting on his debut, finishing in 2nd place. Jonathan Palmer from the United Kingdom will finish in 3rd and take the fast lap of the race in the final lap. Tom Snever does pretty well to finish in 4th, with his teammate Bobby Rahal coming around to finish a very solid 5th position. And then Hans Jochen Mass doing pretty... no, not Hans Jochen, just Jochen Mass. Jochen Mass finishing in 6th position. And Vernon Chopin in this now 4-5 for 7th is going to hang on for 7th to get his first points in F2. And the final point going to Theo Fabi in 8th as we wait for the 2 Swedish drivers and Desiree Wilson to finish. And here is your result for this race. So as you can see, Sakamoto taking a very impressive win, with Salonen finishing in 2nd position, with Jonathan Palmer in 3rd, and Tom Snever 4th, Bobby Rahal 5th, Joachim Mass 6th, Vernon Chopin 7th, Theo Fabi 8th, Patrese 9th, and Jean-Paul Liebert running for the top 10, followed by Wallergard, Grundle and Wilson. And of course we've got the list of drivers who failed to finish, most notably the championship leader of Jacques Lafitte, and also Patrick Tambay, Hans Jochen Stuck, and of course burnt driver Derek Bell, and a few other drivers as well. So with that exciting race out of the way, it's time for the main race. So here we go for the main race around Magny-Cours with 23 laps. With Sakamoto winning the reverse grid race, which means he has to go to the back of the grid alongside Desiree Wilson. With Bobby Rahal, the man who managed to score some points after his championship rival and championship leader Lafitte retired, who's starting ninth on the grid. Alongside Rahal is Jonathan Palmer, with Jochen Mass and Chopin on the second row. So without further ado, let's get into this race and find out what will happen. Will this race be just as dramatic as the reverse grid has proven to be? As we focus on Bobby Rahal and his chance to try and get some decent points and close in on Jacques Lafitte. And here we go, coming around the first corner. Is it going to be instant free, or are we going to have drama? We've got a few cars off, but I think everyone might have gone round safely this time round. Of course, the first grid race, it was 5 retirements. So Rahal leading out of the first corner, Jonathan Palmer to second, Ferd Chopin third, Jochen Mass fourth, Theo Fabi fifth, Derek Bell sixth, Patrese seventh, Jean-Paul Liebert eighth, Tom Snever down in ninth, and Jacques Lafitte rounding off your top 10. Get the Formulalympic car back into the pits. As we watch on, as a lot of drivers swapping positions up and down the grid, but Rahal already putting a huge gap on the lead, the man behind him in second place, which is Chopin, 1.4 seconds already, which is something I'm not able to do right now. But try my best, try and commentate. Here we go, coming towards the start lap 3 of 23. And the fastest man, Jonathan Palmer, 127.0, and he's down in third position, chasing Chopin. Progress. Who's made the biggest gains and losses? Okay, we've had a lot of changes. Biggest gainer is Salonen, actually. It's 19th to 16th. And then we've got Sakamoto 22nd, Lieber who's in 8th, and Chopin is in 2nd. We've all gained 2 positions. The biggest loser at the moment is Kai Grundle, from 16th down to 19th. Then the next biggest loser is Tom Snever and Schwartz, who've lost 2 positions each, who are at 9th and 21st at the moment. Of course, Italy won the F1 and F2 in the previous Formulalympic season, but right now France and Brazil have proven to be formidable contenders in F1 and F2 respectively. Bobby Rahal setting the fastest lap, 126.7. Of course, don't count the Americans, because the Americans are doing pretty good as well this season. And here's Jonathan Palmer. We're on lap 5 of 23, trying to chase down the Australian. Right now, he is not able to get past Chopin quite yet. And lots of cars are spread out down the field. Tom Stevens managed to make the pass to Liebert and make his way to 8th position, which is quite substantial, considering he's trying to outscore Lafitte as much as he possibly can, just to keep up within the championship. But right now, his other 2 rivals, Rahal and Palmer, are first and third respectively, while he's only down in 8th place. So it's both good and not so, but at the same time not so good for himself. And Bobby Rahal setting the fastest lap, 126.5. He is pushing hard to try and open as much of a gap as possible. But Tom Snever, his teammate, takes the fastest lap now at 126.309. So Snever pushing hard to try and get himself into the action to try and score as many points as he possibly can. He's chasing down Riccardo Patrese from Italy at the moment. He is about 3 seconds ahead of the driver behind him, which is Jean-Paul Liebert in 9th place from Belgium, who is holding back Jacques Lafitte. So it's good news for Snever, but not so good news for the Frenchman, especially since this could be an opportunity for Rahal to potentially put him only 1 point behind Lafitte in the championship. Meanwhile, here's Bobby Rahal. He's got a 3-second lead over Chopin and Palmer at the moment. So he's showing he's got a good amount of speed in this track, but the question is, can he convert it to a win? on board the back of the train. That is Tom Sneva, his teammates, still chasing down Patrese as they're heading down to start lap number 8 of 23. That's the fast lap of the race so far, but with closing in Patrese, that's definitely slow him down. And we're looking at Bobby Rahal in the fast lap of the race of a 1:25.9, a really quick time from the American. And the train behind him doing 1:27, so no wonder Bobby Rahal is pulling quite a considerable gap on those behind him. And look at this, Rahal might be coming up to the lap. George Schwartz and Desiree Wilson with some quite soon. But yeah, there's the back markers right there. That might be what will slow him down and help those behind him try and keep up. Jonathan Palmer still trying to find his way past Chopin. Just cannot find his way past the Australian, especially for Jonathan Palmer and Chopin, who are at the front of the train trying to find his way through. Chopin managed to get his way through Schwartz, but the Brett is struggling. Okay, Chopin managed to get his way through. Can he get past the Canadian? Yes, looks like he's just about to. Oh man, this is going to be awkward for these drivers. Chopin, oh, seems to be a contact there between him and Wilson. And Tom Sneva and Patrese might end up exchanging possessions here. And Tom Sneva trying to sneak his way through. And here we go, coming towards the dredged chicane. We've got a bit of a battle at the back, further back, battling and stuck battling for 12th position at the moment. Okay, thankfully we didn't lose anyone here, because I was actually worried we would end up losing a driver from the battle within this large group of cars. But thankfully that's not the case. But Tom Sneva at the end of the day has gained a position over Riccardo Patrese. But look at the back markers. This has helped Chopin and Palmer pull a gap on the rest of the train. Rahal saying the fast lap 1:25.9. We've down Lafitte's trying to get past the back marker. And look at this, Liebert's got past one of them, that's Schwartz. So that's a good way it's going to hold up the Frenchman. And okay, managed to get past there safely. But now Liebert's got to try and get past Wilson. That's going to help Lafitte catch back up again. And we've got we have a battle for fast lap from Rahal. But look at that, we've got a battle for 9th finally going on between Lafitte and Liebert. And this is exactly what Lafitte's been needing, an opportunity to get past Jean-Paul Liebert and get into 9th position. And also get past the back marker of Desiree Wilson, going a bit wide, but manages to successfully lap the South African. If not, okay, Rahal coming into the pits. Okay, what can Rahal do here? What about Chopin and Palmer? Are they pitting this lap? Yes, they are. Can they get out ahead of Rahal, or will Rahal maintain the lead? Maths in the pit. Okay, everyone's coming to the pits, it looks like. Tension's mounting between Chopin, Palmer and Rahal. There's Maths sitting in there now. And for news, any movement? Just coming in, and we've got a problem. We've got trouble on the track. Both Swedish drivers has crashed. Okay, Wallegard and Grundle, the two teammates. Has there been contact to the two teammates that took them out of the race? Okay, there's Sakamoto, looks like, and Wallegard. Oh, Wallegard's made a mistake and he took his own teammate with him. Oh, that's very, very gutting for the Swedish team. They both one of them crashed into each other and it took them both out of the race. But look at this. Even worse news for Bobby Rahal's still stuck in the pit. He's having trouble coming out. Rahal is still in the pit. He's gone from first down to 15th position. What on earth has happened to Rahal? That is really bad news for Rahal. coming out from first down to 17th. So he's going to be lucky to score any points at all. Okay, so Palmer is leading. Jochen Mass second, Vern Chopin third, Patrese up to fourth. Lafitte, probably one of the luckiest man the luckiest man here, is up to 5th position. Patrick Tomby 6th, Hans Jochen Stuck 7th, Vatanen up to 8th, Bird Driver 9th, and look at this, Timo Salonen on his first ever F2 race, he is up to 10th. So Salonen is a very lucky man as well. He'll end up scoring points. Oh, that seemed a bit ambitious there from Lafitte trying to get past Schwartz, but thankfully that did not lead to any bits of drama. Oh, we got a couple of drivers. Oh, we got some. Oh, what on earth has happened to Sakamoto? Sakamoto is upside down. What happened to Sakamoto? Is this the glitch that's happened again? Okay, if I can select him, that might help. Where is Sakamoto? There's Sakamoto here. Okay. Coming into the pits, behind Gordon Hatch. Oh. Okay. So that was unavoidable for Sakamoto. So Sakamoto is out of this race, which is really unfortunate. Okay. So Palmer out in front. This is exactly what Palmer needs, just to try and make sure he gets ahead of the two American drivers in the championship. Yeah, Sakamoto's out of the race. I honestly don't know what could have done about that glitch. It's just, I guess it's just the way it is. The pit stops have been made in this mod. There's Salonen up to the nice place. He's got to have the driver. Now he's Now look at this. He's after chasing his own teammate, Ari Vatanen. This is for 8th position. There's Tom Sneva outside the points. Oh, touches Firestone there. And here we go, coming towards the Dredge King. At least everyone's going to make it through safely. Okay, so we're not having an incident-free race, that's for sure, because we've lost Sakamoto because of the pit stop problem, and we lost the two Swedish drivers after they've taken each other out in this race. Okay, everyone has made or lost position. So the biggest gainer, Timo Salonen, 19th to 9th. Really, really good showing there. And then the next biggest gainer is Stuck and Tambe, who have gained 6 positions each. So they started 11th and 12th then. And Shimegi has gained 6 positions as well, so he started 18th then. After that, Lafitte and the driver and Vatanen have all gained 5 positions each, so 9th, 13th and 15th respectively. The biggest loser, Rahul, first down to 17th. That's the biggest disaster someone's had in their pit stops. Tail Fabi and Deribel have lost 10 positions each, so they've had a disastrous pit stop as well, because they started 5th and 6th, and there they are all the way down to 15th and 16th. Oh, Tom Steve under pressure from Liebert, and oh, Liebert's gone flying off the track. I don't think we need to replay see that, but we saw Liebert try to make the pass on Sneva, and it's completely gone wrong. So that's the Belgian driver out of this race. And I believe Liebert... Actually, no, Liebert did finish the reverse grip race. Palmer's had a mistake. Palmer's made a mistake and he's lost the lead to Jochen Mass. Oh my word, what on earth happened to the Brits? That was very strange. But either way, that's exactly what Jochen Mass needed to get into first position. Without question. There's Jacques Lafitte making his way to third, getting ahead of Chopin. Can Patrick Tomby do the same and get into fourth ahead of the Australian? And then Jacques Lafitte sets the fastest lap at 125.6. He is absolutely rocketing. And now he is going to be pushing hard to try and catch Palmer and Mass, but Palmer is 15 seconds ahead of Lafitte and Mass is another 3.5 seconds. So I highly doubt Lafitte is going to be able to catch the two drivers with 5 laps left to go. But it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But now this Jochen Mass stuck behind the back marker is Gordon Hatch from South Africa now. He's stuck behind in 17th place. This is exactly what Palmer needs for massively slow down and try and regain the lead of the race. Patrick Tomby's got ahead of Chopin into 4th. So Patrick Tomby, this is definitely his best race of the season so far, especially since you can consider him to be not exactly impressive, especially his teammate is so far ahead of the championship standings, and he's only finished, his best finish is 2 8th places. And look at this, Jochen Mass is struggling to get past Hatch, and here's Palmer right behind. This is exactly what Palmer was hoping for, an opportunity to catch Mass. The question is, what can Palmer do about it? Here comes Lafitte coming across the line, gets the fast lap of the race, and look at this, Lafitte's got another back marker to deal with before even trying to catch Jonathan Palmer and Jochen Mass now. And here goes Mass out, coming around to lap the South African, and Palmer not able to do that as well. So that's Palmer stuck behind Gordon Hatch. That's going to allow Mass to try and pull away. Okay, because 3 laps left to go. There's Jochen Mass still out in front. There's Palmer second, Lafitte third, Patrick Tomby trying to chase down his teammate for third. But Tomby trying to get past one of the back markers, and he's made a mistake. They've both made a mistake. Oh, contact with the Canadian driver as well. So Tomby's made the same mistake Palmer did. Which is really interesting to see. You know, looking down, further down, there's Lafitte trying to get past Hatch. Can the Frenchman get past? He goes a bit wide, and so does Hatch. Oh, he hits Hatch! And Lafitte has made a mistake, and he spun his car round. Jacques Lafitte, with just a couple laps left to go, has made a mistake, and that's him out of the race. Now his teammate Patrick Tomby goes into third. Okay, that is that's taking quite the turn. That's the end of Lafitte, with just a couple laps left to go. That is very disappointing. That is really, really surprising. Meanwhile, looking further down, we've got a bit of drama in the train that's behind the back marker of Gordon Hatch. Hans-Jochen Stuck's going to... He's trying to get past Heimrith. Oh, Jochen Stuck just barely hanging in there. And that's Lafitte officially out of the race. Wow, that is very, very surprising. Coming right at the end, and we've got the championship leader who's made a mistake and is out of the race. But anyway, here comes Jochen Mass with just a couple of cars left to go, and with a really, really epic performance from the West German driver, but still a really good performance from Jonathan Palmer. Here comes Jochen Mass to take the win here at the main race in France. Jonathan Palmer will finish in second. Patrick Tomby at his home race looks like he's going to finish third at his home race. This is exactly what Patrick Tomby needs, some redemption, because his first 2 rounds have not exactly been anything to really write home about. But here goes Patrick Tomby, comes across the line, and he finishes the race in third place. Franz Chopin in his first weekend does pretty well in 4th, Hans-Jochen Stuck 5th, Patrese 6th, Vassinen finished 7th, Timo Salonen, a very, very good weekend for him, will finish in 8th, the driver 9th, and the final point will go to Dennis Firestone in 10th. Tom Snever finishing 11th, being very, very upset with how his race has ended. And here is your final result. Jochen Mass taking the win, with Jonathan Palmer's mistake costing him and pushing him down to second. The big gap down to Patrick Tomby and his home race does get his first podium of the season in third. Franz Chopin in his first F2 weekend, very, very impressive to finish in 4th. Hans-Jochen Stuck 5th, Patrese 6th, then the 2 Finnish drivers 7th and 8th, Mountain driver 9th, and Dennis Firestone in 10th. And then we've got Tom Snever in 11th, Derek Bell 12th, Fabi 13th, a very angry Bobby Rahal 14th, and Turu Shimigi, the fast driver, to finish in the lead lap. Then we had Gordon Hatch, Heimrith and Schwartz, who've all finished 1 lap down. Jacques Lafitte, despite retiring, has done enough to be classified in 19th position, with Desiree Wilson in 20th and the last classified driver. And the 4 drivers that retired that won't be classified: Liebert, Sakamoto, and of course the 2 Swedish drivers who took each other out. So with that out of the way, it's time to see the F1 grid before we get to the F1 race. And so it's on to the grid for the French Olympic race. Rosberg's in pole position with Derek Walk in second, Lauda and Andretti on the second row, followed by Elton Angelos and Sewer in row 3. 7th place is Jackie X with Derek Daly taking 8th, 9th was Stig Blomqvist, and 10th is Michele Alboreto. Meta Winter in row 6, followed by Nigel Mansell and Thierry Boutsen on the 13th and 14th. Cheever is 15th, PK 16th, Ayrton Senna down in 17th with Manfred Rinkhog in 18th position, Walter Brunt and Neil Kranger on the 10th row, and at the back of the grid is Lars Viggo Jensen and Really Aren't New. So with championship leader Ayrton Senna in 17th position, can he score more points to ensure his lead is well and truly secured? Let's get into the race and find out. So here we are for the race around Magny-Cours with Ayrton Senna and Nelson Piquet first and second in the championship standings, starting 16th and 17th respectively. Could someone close in on the Brazilians, who are absolutely dominating the championship, both the drivers and the nations table, who are about 28 points ahead of second place Netherlands and West Germany? However, both Dutch drivers of Lewandijk and Jan Lammers has failed to qualify, so the only real contender from this race that Brazil has to face now is West Germany, with Manfred Rinkhog, who's starting down in 18th position. And of course, Jeff Brabham, who's currently 4th in the championship standings, has also failed to qualify, so the next highest rated driver behind both Brazilians is Manfred Rinkhog, and once again he's qualified in 18th. Now the question is, who's going to win this race? Can Keke Rosberg, who's on pole position, win Finland's first ever win for the first time for himself and for Team Finland? What about Derek Warwick from the United Kingdom? Can he get the United Kingdom up the board? They're currently sitting 12th, and right now they were the runners-up in the previous Olympic season in 1952, and yet the United Kingdom are kind of struggling in the mid-table. Finally, Niki Lauda. The Austrian team has been struggling in the last few races, so this could be Niki Lauda's chance to bounce back and get himself back into championship contention. So that's out of the way, let's get into this race. 46 laps around France. Okay, let's focus on the pole man, that's Keke Rosberg, and see can he get off to a good start. And we are underway, and it looks like it is a good start for Keke Rosberg indeed, as we head down to turn number 1. Will everyone go safely? But look at that, we've got carnage towards the back, but as you can see, Derek Warwick is taking the lead of the race. Okay, we got a lot of cars off looking at the map. In fact, we've got 2 cars that are currently stuck. Okay, that's Lars Viggo Jensen. Derek Daly 21st. We've got one person who's stopped, which must mean they cannot move. Let's find out who that is. Okay, so we'll go aboard with our news since he was at the back. As we head down to turn number 1. He seems to have a decent start, but the man alongside him, Lars Viggo Jensen, managed to pull away a little bit, so we get to the first corner. There's Derek Daly, and I think that was Mark Sewer that's at, yeah, Derek Daly now just starts to move, but Mark Sewer is stuck. Okay, so that means Mark Sewer is the driver who is out after the first corner of this race. So basically what happened to Derek Daly back in Silverstone. Meanwhile, onto lap number 3, Derek Warwick sent the fastest time, 1:19.4. The man who started second, pulling away from the pole sitter, that is Keke Rosberg. There's Mario Andretti doing pretty well in 3rd, Niki Lauda 4th, Jackie X already doing pretty well in his return, while his teammate Thierry Boutsen is currently down 12th position. Meanwhile, the championship contenders, the 2 Brazilian drivers, are separated by 11 points, and 11 points ahead of Piquet. So Piquet is currently sitting 13th, ahead of Cheever, behind Boutsen, and Ayrton Senna down in 16th place. He's behind Manfred Rinkhog, the highest placed driver in this race that's not a Brazilian, and behind Senna it is Walter Brunt from Switzerland. Warwick once again setting the fastest lap of the race to Brett, trying to give Britain a bit of hope to keep themselves in contention, not only in the Drivers' Championship, but of course the Nations table as well. Of course, Derek Warwick is 13th in the drive standings, while his teammate Nigel Mansell is currently 22nd in the standing. I'm speaking Mansell. Where is he? 11th position behind the man who's currently sitting in 10th, which is James Windsor. So I got a few rounds to go before we even get to the final 20. Derek Walk once again setting the fastest time, 1:19.1. We're on lap 5 of 46. Doesn't look like it's going to be too much in the forms of overtaking up and down the field. As Angela 6th, Alboreto, Blomqvist is sitting in 8th, then Meta 9th. So we've got a large queue behind Meta. So we got James Windsor, we got Mansell, we got Bootson, we got PK, Cheever 14th, Manfred Winkhawk 15th, then Senna 16th, Brun 17th position, Jensen 18th, and yeah, that's Jensen at the back of the queue because Neil Krang has fallen quite a bit back, too far back to be counted as being part of the train. And the same story with RNU. And Derek Daly, who's currently at the back for Ireland, the highest placed team to have no points is currently Colombia, and they're 15th in the standings. So it's really thanks to Roberto Guerrero, who got 11th in the West German race. So well done to Guerrero for keeping Colombia's hopes alive to make it to the final 20. But can Colombia start scoring? Of course, neither of their drivers are in this race. Okay, looking back on your championship leaders, there's not too much action going. This Senna still chasing down Manfred Winkhawk. There's Derek Daly sending the fast lap once again, 1:19.1. So the Brit absolutely flying on this track. Will he be able to recreate the dominance that Senna managed to pose in his home race in the last round at Brazil? Well, it's certainly opening the door for that possibility. Meanwhile, there's Senna, still part of the big train towards the back. He's still trying to catch Manfred Winkelhock, because Winkelhock really needs to score some points to try and close in with the Brazilians, since he is the third highest placed driver that qualified for this race, sitting 5th in the standings. He's on 29 points, compared to Senna's 52 and PK's 41 respectively. Then you got Jan Lammers, who's on 40, and Jeff Rabin with 34 points. Just a reminder, none of them are in this race because none of them qualified for it. So everyone's gained or lost positions. The biggest gainer here, the biggest thing is only 3 positions. We've got Alboreto from 10th to 7th, PK 16th to 13th, Winkelhock 18th to 15th, and Jensen 21st to 18th. Then the biggest loser is Derek Daly. He's gone from 4th to 21st, so the first lap drama has definitely cost him really dearly. So he's really struggling to catch up. And the only other losers are Rosberg, Lauda, and Los Angeles. But then again, they've only lost 1 position, so it's not exactly a big loss. And they're all still in the points anyway, so they're all doing, I'd say, pretty solid at the moment. Although it must be quite disappointing to see how things have been with Stefan Johansson. It's probably many people would have expected a better showing from him so far this season. It's just not happened yet. But Derek Warwick sets the fastest lap once again, 1:19.0. Is he going to push it down to 1:18? It's definitely setting himself nicely up for it. And Derek Daly, meanwhile, has caught to the back of the train, so he's caught to the back of Radio News. So it's pretty much the top 9, and then it is the massive train behind them from 10th towards the back of the field. Meanwhile, the race leader Derek Warwick has now extended the lead to about 4.5 seconds. So Warwick is pushing hard. He really wants to show that the United Kingdom is still a force to be reckoned with. Italy, the defending champions of the previous Olympics in 1952, they're really struggling here. Despite a race win from Los Angeles, they are sitting 7th in the nation's standings. They're behind the United States, and they're ahead of Austria, who are sitting in 8th. So Italy, while they're comfortable in the top 20, we're probably expecting them to be favourites to defend their title, but Angeles and Alboreto are just not able to make that happen at the moment. And if anything, Brazil have just pounced on the opportunity to make sure that they're going to be difficult to beat this season. And of course, Jackie X's return, despite being very controversial, it's definitely paying off for Belgium at the moment. He's sitting quite comfortably in 5th position, so Jackie X definitely learning his lesson from what he ended up doing in back at Monza in Italy, causing absolute chaos. And of course, no ideal for Manfred Winkelhock either, sitting 5th in the championship standings, 4 points ahead of the next driver, which is Alistair Angelis. And look at Derek Warwick sets a fast lap at 118.9. Yeah, so Manfred Winkelhock might end up dropping out of the top 5. He's not able to break free from this train either. Because right now, 6th place for Angelis is not going to exactly be enough. 118.7 from Derek Warwick to improve his fastest lap once again. The Brit absolutely flying at on this track. Kiki Rosberg is personal best 2nd, Andretti personal best 3rd. Neither X and Angelis not their best laps yet at the moment. The best is yet to come, I'm pretty sure. Of course, we've got a huge race coming up after this, and of course I think you know what it is the Le Mans, the first of 2 Le Mans races. We've got both F1 and F2 cars on the same track at the same time. This Derek Warwick setting the fast lap once again, 118.6. Derek Warwick is hammering his car to the best of his ability to make sure he pulls as big a gap as he possibly can. I'm guessing he's worried he might have problems with the pit stop, and thus if he can get as much an advantage over Kiki Rosberg as he can, then there's no reason for him to not be able to come out in 1st place and go on to win the race. Oh, and here's Derek Warwick coming into the pits now, leading the race. He's going into the pits. What about those behind him? Are those staying out? We've got Kiki Rosberg trying to stay out. Will that gamble pay off? Is it only Derek Warwick in the pits this lap? It looks like. No, we've got a couple of drivers coming in as well, but Derek Warwick straight in and straight out, coming out in 4th place. Jackie X in the pits. The 2 Italian drivers are in the pits as well. Now which one of them come out ahead of each other? And that is going to be Alistair Angelis going to jump Jackie X in this for 5th place. So Rosberg is currently leading the race, but he's going to have to come in, and so is Andretti and Nicky Lauda. That's going to definitely help Derek Warwick go back to the lead of the race. He was very quick from the Brit. And does it look like anything else? What about the back of the train? Nope. Nothing from the train, it looks like. Not this time around anyway. So what we got an overtake though. Jackie X and Angelis battling out for 5th as they are heading down to the chicane. Can they both get through this safely? And here we go, and the contact! Both drivers are off. Yes, X and Angelis have come off the track. So Angelis tried to make the move, but it didn't work, and it sent them both out onto the wall, and that's them out of the race. Kiki Rosberg goes into the lead of the race now. The race leader is coming to the pits now. So we wait for Derek Warwick to easily jump ahead of them to get into the lead of the race, which he does so. So Los Angeles going to tired, and of course Jackie X on his controversial return. So despite his controversial return, it looked like Jackie X was doing really well in this race in his return. And next comes Derek Warwick coming out of the pits with Andretti right behind him in 3rd. There's Nicky Lauda in 4th. Stig Blomqvist comes into the pits with Scheckter Mehta as well. And it looks like most of the trains going to come in as well, but it looks like someone's staying out, and that's Manfred Winkelhock chancing his arm. And so is AG with this staying out longer. It looks like kind of first among this group of cars. Is it Mehta that's going out first? You're going to be 8th. Winkelhock going to 9th. Walter Brun into 10th. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not Winkelhock. It's Nigel Mansell staying out longer. So Jensen comes out 11th. 12th for Ayrton Senna. Neil Crane 13th. Arnie 14th. PK struggling in the pit lane. Going to come out, end up in 15th position. So he's lost out quite a bit there. Derek Warwick staying the fastest lap of the race. He goes and laps a couple of drivers still in the pit lane. Blake Blomqvist among them, so he's clearly having problems. James Windsor going to 8th, and we've got Lars Vega Jensen going into Winkelhock. I keep calling not Windsor, it's Winkelhock. Unfortunately, both Windsor and Winkelhock both have WIN, so I'm getting confused. But Derek Warwick has lap 2 drivers already. He's about to try and lap. I believe that is James Windsor. He's going to try and lap. Now Mansell and Cheever come into the pits now. Now where is that going to lead them? Okay, Mansell straight in, straight out as well. So is Cheever. Looks like they're going to come out 6th and 7th, so they've done pretty well here. And yes, they have. They come out, they hold on to those positions. So good move from Mansell and Cheever to hold on to those positions. Okay, biggest gainer right now, it is actually Lars Vega Jensen from 21st to 10th. Manfred Winkelhock 18th to 8th. This is what he needs to score some points while his 2 rivals, PK and Senna, get nothing. And then the next big gainers, Cheever, Walter Brunn and Arnie have all gained 8 positions each, so they started 15th, 19th and 22nd respectively. Of course, the biggest loser here, Derek Daly still, who's lost 11 positions. Dennis Blomqvist, who's lost 9, followed by James Winter, who's lost 5 positions. Those are your biggest gainers and losers here. Derek Warwick trying to push hard. Thierry Boutsen from 16th position gets the fastest lap. Out of nowhere, Thierry Boutsen, who's at the back of the field, or round about the back of the field, has got the fastest lap of the race, so doing pretty well there for himself and for the Belgian team, but unfortunately looks like Belgium might not get anything thanks to Jackie X's retirement alongside Ella De Angelis. And Thierry Boutsen saying the fastest lap once again, so Boutsen turning things up a notch. Unfortunately, he is 16th place and well over a minute behind the race leader, so I don't really see what Boutsen thinks he can do for the remaining 13 laps, but we'll see what kind of magic he can try and give us. But I don't really think he's got much to really give. But here comes Derek Warwick with just a couple of corners left to go. Absolutely dominated this race in spectacular fashion. So Derek Warwick comes across the line and takes the win here in France. And it looks like Keke Rosberg is going to get a podium for Finland. That's a very good result for him. And Mario Andretti going to finish in 3rd position. That's exactly what he needed to get that spark back that he needed to really push himself in this championship. Alboreto, a decent result in 5th position. Good result for Italy, good result for himself as we wait for everyone to make their way across the finish line. And here is your results. Just under 61 minutes, Derek Warwick takes his first win of the season and Britain's first win of the season as well, with Keke Rosberg getting their first podium of the season in 2nd, and the United States with Mario Andretti getting their first podium of the season also in 3rd place, with Niki Lauda bouncing back in 4th place, with Michele Alboreto running off the top 5 for Italy. Then it's Nigel Mansell, Eddie Cheever, Manfred Winkelhock getting some decent points, but he needs so much more to try to lead the championship. Sheikh Tambeta getting Kenya's first points of the season, and Lars Vega Jensen getting his first points for himself after qualifying for the first time this season. And then looking down at the rest of the results, we've got Walter Brunn just missing in 11th, Senna 12th, Neil Krang 13th, Arnew in his home race 14th, PK 15th, Boutsen 16th, James Winston the last driver on the lead lap in 17th, with Stig Blomqvist and Derek Daly the last to finish, with 3 retirements with Jackie X, Ella De Angelis and Mark Suhr. So with that result of the way, it's time to check the drivers and nations table and of course the F2 standings as well. With such a good result for Derek Warwick, that pushes him into 4th place, tied with 40 points alongside Jan Lammers. Ayrton Senna and PK may not score any points, but they do hold on to the top 2 spots in the Drivers' Championship, with Jeff Brabham round the top 5 despite not qualifying, tying on points with Niki Lauda, with countback going in his favour. Looking at the F2 standing, thanks to a very strange weekend overall in F2, Jacques Lafitte does hold on to the lead of the Drivers' Championship with 66 points, which is 17 more than Jonathan Palmer, who is sitting in second, with Joachim Mass in third with 43 points, while Rahul is in fourth and Tom Snever rounding off the top 5. And finally, looking at the nations table, Brazil, despite not scoring any points, does hold on to the lead with 65 points, which is 20 more than the United States, who are sitting in second. West Germany sees themselves in third. The Netherlands didn't qualify at all, so they are in fourth, with Italy round the top 5, tying on points with the Netherlands with 37 points. The United Kingdom's win, thanks to Derek Warwick, pushes them into the top 6 with 35 points. And of course, Spain still in danger of going out after round 8. So my final thoughts of the race are, the big players in this race, going to this race, Senna, Piquet, Lammers, Alboreto and a few others, was a very bad race. But those who are not exactly in contention, those were low to no points, did really well. It's like Derek Warwick, a good race win for him. Keke Rosberg, a good race for him. Andretti, a good race for him as well. So the question is, going into the next round, can the big players step up and start scoring again, or will those who took us by surprise will end up going ahead in the championship? And of course, the nation's table, despite Brazil not getting any points, they are comfortably well in front by a 20-point margin of the United States. And of course, Spain really needs to get their act together, because they're still in danger of going out at the end of the 8th round. Can they bounce back in the next round? They have to hope so, because they have only got 3 races left before the first team gets eliminated.